The Great Lakes comprise the largest collective body of freshwater on the planet, containing roughly one-fifth of the Earth's supply. In 1988, the Great Lakes Commission introduced the Great Lakes Circle Tour, a designated scenic road system connecting all of the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence River. It consists of routes for circumnavigating the lakes, either individually or collectively. Today, let's take a circle tour of Lake Superior. We begin our trip by heading north from Lower Michigan, crossing over the Mackinac Bridge into Michigan's Upper Peninsula. From here, it's less than an hour's drive to the twin cities of Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan and Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. As we cross over the Sault Ste. Marie International Bridge, you'll pass over the Soo Locks. The first set of 3 locks are on the US side and a 4th lock on the Canadian side. There is currently a new lock being built on the US side to help increase capacity. Here we're standing on one of the doors of the Canadian locks, and you can see the 21-foot difference in water level from one side to the other. This is where we'll begin our circle tour of Lake Superior. Along the way, there are several opportunities to find a red pair of chairs where you can sit and relax and enjoy the view. We're doing this tour in October, and you can see the beautiful fall colors starting to come in. There are a couple of falls, Crystal Falls and Minnehaha Falls in Kinsman Park, about 10 miles north of Sault Ste. Marie, Canada. But our first stop is going to be Chippewa Falls, about a 45-minute ride north on the Trans-Canada Highway. Chippewa Falls are right on the roadside, about a 100-yard walk from the rest area, and offer an 82-foot drop. Our next stop is the Voyageurs Lodge and Cookhouse, known for their apple fritters. When I inquired how good they were, all the cashier said was, "You'll be back." And yes, I will. After about another 45-minute drive, you'll reach the Wawa Bay Campground and Lake Superior Provincial Park Visitor Center. Here we get to learn about the area, enjoy the beach, and prepare a quick lunch. The recreational and cultural opportunities reflect this scene, from the pictographs at Agawa Rock and the waterfalls at Sand River to the 200-meter cliffs at Old Woman Bay. The scenic Trans-Canada Highway cuts through the middle of the park for 52 miles, providing access to miles of hiking trails, canoe routes, and scenery. This provincial park is a designated dark sky preserve. It is the ideal place for night sky stargazing. There are 2 campgrounds in the park, Agawa Bay Campground, located on Lake Superior, and Rabbit Blanket Lake is situated on an inland lake. After about an hour's drive, our next stop is right before the city of Wawa at Scenic High Falls. This picturesque waterfall goes by many names: High Falls, Magpie Falls, Falls of the Magpie River, Whatever you name it, this waterfall will never disappoint. Standing 75 feet high and 124 feet wide. If you see the blue and white Algoma Highlands Wild Blueberry Farm, you've gone too far. Turn around and take the muddy dirt road past the wild blueberry fields to these falls. You won't be disappointed. Next, continue north and take a right on Highway 101 into the town of Wawa. Here you'll get to see some large geese, made famous by Mickey Clement. In Ojibwe, Wawa means wild goose or land of the big goose, making it the perfect mascot for this naturally beautiful town. Make a U-turn in Wawa, heading south to get back to the Trans-Canada Highway. As we continue on, our next stop after about an hour is the Winnie the Pooh Memorial in White River. In August 1914, Lieutenant Harry Colburn, a young veterinarian from Winnipeg, purchased a black bear from White River, Ontario. He named the bear Winnie after his hometown of Winnipeg. When he went back to England and his regiment was called to the battlefields of France, he donated the bear to the London Zoo. As the story goes, here's where Winnie met her best friend, Christopher Robin Milne, whose father wrote the beloved stories we all know so well. Our next stop, after about 2 hours, is Terrace Bay. Here we get to see the Terrace Bay lighthouse in town and the Aquasabon River Gorge and Falls. A short walk on the boardwalk takes you to the falls, which drop 100 feet, and you get a spectacular view of the gorge. Over the next hour, there are a couple opportunities to see red chairs again near the towns of Schreiber and Rossport. There are also rainbow falls near the town of Salem. But our next stop is near the northernmost point of Lake Superior, the Mazukama Falls hiking trail. This is a 1.9-mile loop trail that leads to beautiful Mazukama Falls. The trail has a steep climb for about 500 meters and passes alongside the cascades and waterfalls of Mazukama Creek. 15 minutes after you leave the trail, you will reach the Nipigon River Bridge. After you cross the bridge, on your left, you can walk up the Bridge View Lookout Tower, a 40-foot structure that offers an all-around view of Lake Helen, Nipigon River Bridge, the Nipigon River, the marina, and the bay as the water flows into Lake Superior. We spend the night near Nipigon and head to Thunder Bay in the morning to watch the sunrise over Lake Superior. We backtrack a bit to the Terry Fox National Historic Monument. As all Canadians know, Terrence Stanley Fox was a Canadian athlete, humanitarian, and cancer research activist. In 1980, having had one leg amputated due to cancer, he embarked on a cross-Canada run to raise money and awareness for cancer research. On April 12, 1980, Terry Fox began his run starting from St. John's, Newfoundland. He dipped his prosthetic leg in the Atlantic Ocean, vowing he would do the same when he reached the Pacific Ocean. By mid-August, Terry was exhausted, and on September 1st, outside Thunder Bay, he was forced to stop his run, only to find out his cancer had returned and had spread to his lungs. He was forced to end his run after 143 days and 5,373 kilometers. 9 months later, Terry died on June 28, 1981. We've now traveled over 750 kilometers or 480 miles and are now nearing the Pigeon River border crossing back into the United States. About a mile and a half before the border, you can take a right on Highway 593 and take a hike up the Pigeon River to the Middle Falls. Before we cross over the border, we stop to have a quick bite to eat. This concludes our Lake Superior Circle tour on the Canadian side, and we now cross over into Minnesota. We'll continue our Lake Superior Circle tour of the American side in our next video. See you next time.